who I am?
No, because I
Respect
asked
me.
you. I respect you.
Respect me.
Hey,
Before she ever ghosted me for months at a time, despite countless messages and in-person confrontations as
More editors coming out the woodworks, huh?
Where you at,
I
Berto?
worked for Nina Lynn. She's a fraud.
I started working for Nina last year, and since then, she's gone from one of the fastest growing streamers on the platform to one of the most hated. If you thought for any reason she might be playing a character or is faking any dramatic acts for clicks on stream, I'm here to tell you that it's so much worse than you can imagine behind the scenes. To give you the full picture, before she ever ghosted me for months at a time, despite countless messages and in-person confrontations as
more editors coming out the woodworks, huh? Okay, let's see.
well as owing up to $10,000, Nina would start her career off TikTok success like many other creators. However, it was only a matter of time before she would find herself in her first couple controversies. She started off by posting TikToks like this.
We just had our first one not too long ago. And by the way, I'm 29 years old. If you know, you know. I'm about to add that to the soundboard.
No, I'm just out here on a nice show, right? Look what the f I see. I always knew I was gonna be a prince one day, bro. I f***ing knew it. That sh gotta be some New York City Cinderella shit, right, bitch? The fuck?
During her early rise, she would even do things like sneak into the Met Gala.
Police lady. Oh, I'm in New York
This
Times.
was actually crazy.
I forgot my
when I saw
lens. My
this.
editor's in there. She just let me in the gate. Look. We made it. Yo.
Which kicked off even more massive success for her. Now, to be honest, this part is quite poetic, as it would just show the lengths that she was willing to go for content, even at the start of her career. And from here on, it would only get so much worse.
Oh no.
It was shortly after this that Nina would get into her first controversy. Someone had dug up an old TikTok comment from the past showing Nina saying the N-word. Now, in my opinion, Nina would actually give a quite mature response to this situation. She would address it by saying, "As an Asian American, I should not be saying that f***ing word. I should not be associated with that fucking word. And 39 weeks ago, that is not the same person that I am today. And I will further educate myself on that and learn the true meaning behind that word. And that is not okay." She would go more in depth later in her apology. And even though this time felt genuine, later down the line, you will see that she takes less and less accountability for her actions, which ultimately became the downfall of her career. After continuing to
Accountability goes a long way, man. I mean, again, it's like one of those things where people have hearts, bro. People have hearts. And even if you're in the wrong, if you can genuinely be like, yo, I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. That was some lame shit, but that's not my character. You know, obviously you can't make everybody happy, and there's still probably gonna be some negative comments lurking throughout the scene. But for the most part, I feel like people have hearts, man, and they'll forgive you if it really wasn't that deep, bruh. And I just think too many creators, for whatever reason, they just want to die on that hill, and they're like, no, it's everybody else's fault. I'm in the right. It's an impossibility that I'm wrong. I don't get it, bruh.
As a huge following on TikTok, Nina would start to make a lot of connections in the industry and would eventually meet similar creators like Jimmy Zhang and Edward So. It was with these people that she would help come to form the group O3, and unfortunately for Jimmy and Edward, they wouldn't realize how much of a hassle this would be in the future. Because Nina was seen as this budding star, the group ended up encouraging her to start streaming. And to be honest, at the time, it seemed like she had the perfect personality for it. Nina lived up to this potential by
I'll say it again, I really feel like Nina had so much potential. For some reason, I still feel like she has some potential. And y'all might call that glazing, but it's like, I still feel like there's a world where she can just get her act together and stop being an asshole. And people would fuck with her again, because she's entertaining. And that's coming from someone that doesn't even watch her streams. Pure clips. I feel like just off of pure clips, I'm like, yo, this girl got personality, but for whatever reason, she keep trying to play big dog villain.
exploding off the start and averaging 200 viewers, all while not knowing how to even set up a stream herself.
Son Hilla is just Zaza, you know.
Every option a woman.
And it was in these early streams where you could literally see her getting tech support every 2 seconds, and she doesn't even know how to change scenes. It was also in this era that I was running a live channel for Jimmy Zhang, and he asked me if I wanted to run one for Nina as well. Seeing the potential that she had, I obviously said yes. Nina would appear on Juicy's Could Have Been Love shortly after this era, and her first couple streams would consist of her and the Could Have Been Love cast reacting to the episodes. I would end up posting the first reaction, and it would immediately start taking off. At this time, I was running live channels for Jimmy, Arky, and Nina all at the same time. But the fact that these videos are blowing up
I'm running one for me, big dog. Hit up the Where You At family.
Where you at, Berto?
Get me right. I promise I pay on time, bro.
Wait, hold on. I know you guys usually skip this part of the video, but give me 1 second. I want to put you guys on real quick on a way to make some extra money that is 100% legit, and you can do it all from your phone. TesterUp is a platform that works with games to find new users just like you to test their games out. These apps and games are willing to pay new users to get on their platform because 9 times out of 10, they genuinely actually like playing the game. And the app in return ends up making money because you're playing the game that they paid you to play. I know that sounds a little bit too good to be true, but this is why I'm breaking it down for you so you understand the business behind it and how it works. TesterUp helps put money back in your pocket that these platforms are willing to pay for new users. So if you already like playing games on your phone, click the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. You're gonna make a free account. It's completely free to do, and you can start making $10 to $20 off of games that you already love playing. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, so it's full transparency here, but if you're dedicated enough and you like playing games on your phone, there's people already making hundreds of dollars as well. Again, it's completely free to try. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Check it out and make some extra cash.
So soon showed that the potential was unreal. But yeah, I would keep posting from here on out, and eventually from these first few videos, the channel was already eligible for monetization. This was the first red flag, and as you'll see along this story, I ignored so many red flags. So yes, feel free to flame me in the comments for being naive if you want, but for me, clearly it takes a lot of failure to learn, as you'll see. The red flag in this case was the fact that I think it literally took over a month for her to even get around to monetizing the channel. I would make group chats with her and Jimmy for her to go completely ghost in them, and she couldn't respond because she has ADHD or something. I don't know. But Jimmy would try his best to help me along this journey to get it monetized, and would ask Nina a few times for her to put in her details. Which is so crazy because she's literally the one missing out on a ton of money. Like, it's not just me. But yeah, eventually somehow I think Jimmy was able to like get her ID or something. Maybe she did it. I didn't really hear this part. But anyways, the channel got monetized. And for some reason, I trusted that the payment would just work out at the time, since I didn't really know any past controversies from her. And because I knew some of the people around her at the time who I trusted. And obviously they didn't know either. I've only had great experiences with people like Gabe and Jimmy since. Oh, and also Edward, but I wouldn't meet him till much later, and he played a big role into trying to help me get paid. But Nina just never really took it seriously. Throughout the time that I was running that channel, I would take multiple long breaks in between videos. It's because she was airing me a lot and I was starting to get skeptical about the pay. Once I saw that she got invited into Streamer University.
Once you saw that, you had to lock back in though, ain't it, gangster? You was like, hold on. We gonna figure out that money shit later. But shit, let's go ahead and make it stack though. I feel you though. I ain't even mad at you, G.
I locked back in on the channel as I knew how much of an opportunity it would be for her and also me to get her a lot of extra exposure and revenue. Nina would become one of the biggest streamers in Streamer University, as she had a lead up going into it, doing collabs with people like Ray. So I would post 8 videos throughout the 3 days that she was there, and they ended up doing pretty well. And if she wasn't already blowing up before this 3-day stretch, this would kickstart her career to new heights and end up boosting her to becoming one of the top streamers on Twitch because of clips like these.
I tell you what? You dead ass one of the most hard working females on campus. Really? I breathe. Really? I'm being honest, I'm not even lazy. You always doing something. Thank you. Oh, that's good.
Thank you. What the fuck? Thank you. Oh my god, you heard that?
Her abrasive personality would clash with a lot of people at Streamer University, and she would even find herself in some small drama while she was there.
You know why? No, because I asked you. I respect you.
Jesus, Nina be really like sunning these niggas, finger and face towering over him, like nigga, like whoa. There's too many clips of her doing this to men. This is crazy.
Hey, watch out.
Whoa.
Wait.
Huh?
Trying to help you up.
This some real New York shit, bruh. Hey, you can take the girl out of New York, but you can't take the New York out the girl, boy.
You're not her. You're not him.
I didn't know this happened.
Hey, yo, she apologize. Don't apologize. Let's not make it bigger. You alright?
I would post a few more videos after this like a dumbass, and eventually take another break for a month. The next time I posted a video would be yet another controversy, and this would be because she got mad at a content creator for making content on stream. I'll just show you what I mean.
You get a massage, food, and then after that, some Chinese food.
Listen. There's things that have to happen in life. You have to just trust me, all right? It's the whole trust exercise.
No! 9!
We should probably just take this to go.
What the are you doing? Yo, what the are you doing, bro? Move, bro!
Look at me.
Move! Deadass! Stop talking to me! Stop talking to me! I don't fucking with you, bro! Stop talking to me, deadass!
I can assure you, this crash out was not also just for content on stream. She genuinely just gets mad. And Ash has told me personally after that she has not talked to him since and has caused a whole lot of unnecessary drama around this.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I mean, again, I'm not defending Nina here, but I am defending the fact that if I'm trying to eat my food, if we didn't have no prior conversation about you about to do this skit, and you just stick your hand in my fucking food, I'm crashing out on your ass too. Nigga, I'm eating my kava with my fried chips. Y'all know the kava chips. What they call those? I forget what they call it, but they so damn good, boy. Every time I go to kava and I get them chips and dip it in my food, I be happy as hell, boy. Ah, shit, I be mad too. I'm flipping tables too in this hoe. Fuck out my face. Watch out.
Situation. I think anybody looking from an outside perspective would realize that it's really just not that deep, although I guess she's entitled to her opinion, which I can't say the same for this next drama. This would start when Nina would throw shade at YBG multiple times for no reason on stream. And this was probably the worst person that she could have picked to beef with, since YBG is just gonna troll and say literally whatever is on his mind.
Oh, it didn't even get the part where she said I was relevant, bro. It's fine. So to address this, first, I'm not gonna address this you. I'm gonna address the real you, all right? So, 10 Elixir, what's good, 10 Elixir? We average the same amount of viewers, and I'm sitting here at my desktop playing video games, and you out there in LA. And yeah, just stick to doing collabs and, you know, begging for collabs and shit. There you go, stay on that side, because you're not a streamer. You're not a real streamer. You just sit there in front of a phone and yell. If you do a desktop, who the fuck are you gonna yell at? Your monitor? No.
I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. Being entertaining in a desktop setting really proves who's entertaining or not. And shout out to all the IRL motherfuckers. Like, at the end of the day, I'm trying to build my community up so I can get to IRL. Because I think all that stuff is dope. But, and tap into the Twitch streams if you haven't already. Link in the description. That's Whereyouatberto.
Where you at, Berto?
Twitch. Link in the description. That's Whereyouatberto.
Where you at, Berto?
But it's like, this really shows who got the sauce. Because if you can be entertaining and, you know, funny and make people want to watch you while sitting at a desk, oh, it's a walk in the park when you IRLing and you have the whole world to work with. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of IRL streamers that are pretty much just using everything else in the world as props to entertain their stream, which is fine. Get it how you get it. But if we are going to be technical, he's speaking facts here. He is speaking facts here. We got to call a spade a spade.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm good on you, gang.
It was after this beef where YBG would reignite something that everyone forgot about. Back on February 17th of 2025, Nina and Zoe Spencer would assault Saeed in front of thousands of people. I literally have no clue how me and so many other people had no idea this situation even happened until months later. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this situation by now, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it since I think Saeed has expressed something along the lines of him disliking when people drag it due to all the shit that it caused him. I really hope Saeed is doing better now, and in my opinion, one of the worst parts about this was how, since everyone was hating on Nina at the time, it took a lot of the blame off Zoe Spencer, who honestly was just as, if not more, involved than Nina herself. Not that I'm defending Nina, but just that I think it's quite unfortunate how everyone was way quicker to
was eating her toes or some shit.
weaponize the drama rather than actually care about the people affected and to give equal punishment to everyone involved. The YBG Nina beef wouldn't just end here, but rather continue in person when they would cross paths at TwitchCon. I would also talk to Nina at TwitchCon and ask her to check her phone and respond to her texts about me asking her to pay me, and I would show the clip, but low-key it's too cringe to watch back. I think someone got like a 20-30k like banger tweet on my head about the confrontation, but thankfully it got taken down, and I would actually go up to her again a few days later at
That's you, bro? That's you?
his party because she was still airing my texts. She ended up telling me some bullshit excuse about like she was talking with an agency or something and would sort it out within a few days, but since then I've never gotten a text. I just get like a thumbs up on my message, which I don't understand why you wouldn't just respond at that point. But yeah, it was pretty much safe to say that I was done working for her after this. And at this same party, she would go on to double down and then victim blame Saeed.
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. I was gonna talk to him, be like, you definitely felt disrespected as a person. I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
Until she gave an actual apology a little bit later.
I want to make sure he's okay with dead ass. Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me, you know? Who are we talking about? Guys, we're talking about Saeed. Listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it. He was very hurt by it, so.
Even though this apology might seem a little bit better, which is not saying much, since this point in classic Nina Lynn fashion, she's only gone on to make light of the situation and stand on it months later.
Be yourself with a little bit PR.
I'd rather go to another country. I'm gonna get PR. I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico.
Twitch would actually do their job for once and give her the ban hammer, and this is how she chose to react after getting unbanned.
So why you always sending me? Stop with those.
Oh shit, I can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign of NDA. Sorry, I forgot. So I am not assaulting you. No. I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with this. You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later.
Never.
I think it's safe to say it's like this, which is the reason for all of her old friends dropping her.
I heard about the situation and then I watched the clip later on and it made my blood boil. It was so hard to watch. They've never, what? Like, this is literally why men don't come out about being assaulted.
I genuinely have no idea how Nina could still see herself as in the right in this situation, but if this wasn't enough, she would keep making herself look worse and worse. Like how this video from Jimmy Zhang would resurface, W thumbnail by the way, where she would talk about her past drama and go on to explain how she would abuse her little brother for literally no reason at all.
But I have relationship problems with my little brother. I've always been beat growing up. So I was never taught the right way. It was always through action. So I beat him until he was like 15 or 13. And like Child Protective Services came.
Although it is sad that she had to deal with this much trauma in her early life, you would think that someone who dealt with this would be way more compassionate towards others. Disguised Toast would also add in his own perspective to the situation. And obviously it's super weird that you would do this to someone without ever even knowing them. But in my opinion, this kind of took away from the shit that happened to Saeed. And just the timing of it all, like when he decided to release the statement, was just like a little weird to me. And you could say reverse the—
Yeah, I feel like the Toast shit was weird in my opinion. From Toast's angle, honestly. Like, I feel like he was just trying to get his little kick in on Nina, even though, but mind you, I don't give a fuck. I mean, whether it was positive, negative, I mean, I don't know none of these niggas, so I don't care. But I did feel like the Toast shit was weird.
Roles and all that. I don't think the way that she was touching him was innately sexual. Obviously.
Yeah, that's my point. I feel like he was reaching. I feel like he saw an opportunity to kick somebody while they down to get some retweets and shit. Toast, relax, brother.
I'm not defending Nina here, although I do think this part got blown out of proportion and took some of the heat off the Saeed situation. But let me know if this is a bad take, or like if I'm not taking something into account. I'm open to hearing y'all's opinions about it in the comments. Anyways, after this, some more drama would end up following her, like when she was asked to stop cursing in front of this mom and daughter.
And the language that you're using in front of a 13-year-old, I don't appreciate.
This is a public space. I'm gonna let you know that right now, man. This is a public space, you know, so.
Yeah, but these people don't want to be on camera. These people are, she's here with her daughter. She didn't even say nothing about recording. Mostly just, yo, stop fucking yelling bad words. Look at me cursing. Hold me accountable, chat. Keep it P, Berto, because I'm 29 years old. Yeah, bro. We've talked about this. But Nina, she just needs to learn how to calm down, bro. She needs to learn how to be entertaining without causing havoc to other people.
No, 100%. And I'm just letting you know that, you know, sometimes you can also ask, hey, would you like to please use normal language in front of my daughter? That would have been great too.
Or you could just have some common courtesy, gang. You see there's a little girl in the corner. She look at you, you're laughing. Yo, Nina, I ain't gonna lie. She's the joke. She is the Joker of Twitch. She's the Harley Quinn of this shit. She don't care.
The most fair argument. I cannot.
And of course couldn't take accountability for the situation and just apologize like a normal human, or when she would steal from Target on stream, only for her to stand on it yet again a few hours later.
Ain't nobody missing no fucking money, bitch. Calm the fuck down. Bum ass steaks. I don't give a shit. Matter of fact, put this on Twitter too. Your mom's a bitch, she was a bitch, and happy holidays. All you hate is bitch.
And when she got banned for this, she would come on live and pretend like it never happened, and even show a fake receipt that the debunker had to prove wrong.
Hold on! There's more circle there! It's different! Guys, there's less! Yo!
This nigga really on some detective. I didn't know XQC was moving like this.
There absolutely is less though!
Even into 2026, she's still been doing the same stuff, doubling down, being a nuisance, and still airing me. She also finally officially got kicked from O3 after they've been trying for months, as she's demanded a crazy amount of money from them for literally no reason. But thankfully, Jimmy and Edward are for the most part free now, and I can't wait to see what they do with O3 in the future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Word, man. Damn, Nina, you're going out sad. Shout out to Bun Lean. I'll show his page. I don't know if you didn't get paid, man, but rooting for you, bro. Keep posting on your channel. Make sure you get your own money. That's one thing that, I mean, I guess this content creation stuff isn't for everybody, but I encourage you, if you're an editor and you're doing what you do and you have that skill, 9 times out of 10, you might be able to make your own situation pop, so you make sure you get your money too. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. My name's Berto, where you at family? 29 years old.
Where you at?